Do you have any vacation photos with a nice background on one photo and a good image on the other, and wondering how to perfectly combine those photos? In this training I'll teach you how to make a perfect crop and how to combine two photos using Adobe Photoshop CC 2019. You have already started Adobe Photoshop and opened the image from the flash drive that you received. Select the selection tool and then duplicate the layer with the image. We don't want to work in the background layer. Duplicating in layer can be done in different ways, but the easiest way is to drag the layer that you want to duplicate onto the add layer icon. In the layer that just been duplicated we are going to work. You can net by clicking on the eye icon to disable the background layer. Make sure you have selected the newly created layer. Now select the quick selection tool to make a rough selection of the woman in the image. Hold down with the left mouse key and follow the contour of the woman, and ensure that no part within the selection is not selected. As mentioned before, make a rough selection. The fine work will be discussed later. You can see that I don't select a lot of woman's hair when selecting. Select the selection tool and select the layer mask. Now you see there's a mask icon behind the icon of the image. By double clicking on the mask icon, the window of the layer which we are working opens. There are many options in this work window, so you have to display your window options that you can use better mask your image. A number of sliders that you can use to refine the edges, and a drop down field with the output option. We leave this alone for now and focus on the radius of the edge detection. With that, we will look at the best position to refine the edges and keep the image complete. When we have optimally adjusted the radius, we move the mouse to the left side of the window. There are still a number of tools there. There's a zoom tool, a well-known hand tool, the lasso selection tool, a quick selection tool, and the refine tool. We will use the latter to be able to select the leftovers that are not properly selected. If you hold down the left mouse key and edit the part that you previously saw as not selected within the refine tool, you will see that when you go over it, the leftovers will be also a different color. That means within Photoshop that you are selecting the leftovers here. Also take the parts that fall outside the selection area to get everything selected later. When editing, you see that the light parts change color to the color of the background. The end result will surprise you. To give you an idea what the end result will be in a moment, you go back to the display mode with the mouse and select our black and white here. Now you can see what extra selection has been added. Select the cover again option and click OK to return to the Photoshop work area. Now you see what the effect of editing the selection mask is. Almost all hairs are now also cut. By zooming in, we can see the close-up effect. Now it's almost time to merge the two photos into one. To continue merging two photos, create a new layer by clicking on the new layer button. Next, go to File, Place Image and select the second photo. At first glance it's already beautiful and you would like to enlarge the second photo. That's a shame, because this panorama photo shows so many beautiful things. Click on the check mark to finalize the placement. Select the layer with the first photo, and with the selection tool you will now shrink the photo until you are the size in proportion to the second photo. By placing the photo in different position, you can choose the best position for your photo. Is the photo in the right place and is it the right size? Then click on the check mark to make it final. Then select the crop tool. Now you see black identification blocks on the edges of the image, with which you can reduce the desired size of the entire file. Click on the check mark again to close this action. Now you will see the end result. What remains is saving the file and exporting it to an PNG format file to use it later. Here I came to the end of this training, and with a simple action you were able to merge two beautiful photos without losing half of the information. I hope it was helped you a lot. I have shown it with a lot of pleasure. Until next time.